Tonight's sleep story will take you on an exploration of hibernation. You will travel to a luxurious cabin on a lake in the winter. There you will have a visit from the Snow Queen, who takes you on a wintry adventure, teaching you lessons about the beauty and necessity of hibernation. Welcome to the Whispering Willow. I am Diana, and I will be your guide on tonight's sleepy winter journey. I am here to remind you that it's okay to take a break. In fact, rest and relaxation are necessary for us to function at full capacity and be there for those we love. Mother Nature knows this, and our bodies instinctively know it too, if we give them a chance to do what comes naturally. So find a comfortable spot and take a moment to settle in. Allow your body to become still. Lie with your hands at your side or one hand on your belly and one just below your heart. Wherever you choose to place them, close your eyes and feel the warmth and softness of what is beneath your fingers. Now focus on what lies beneath your body. Feel how the surface you're lying on fully supports your weight. Focus on this moment, right now, with no thoughts of what came before or what comes after. There is nowhere you need to go and nothing you need to do in this moment. This moment is about rest, relaxation, and recovery. Bring your awareness to your breath. Simply notice the inhale and the exhale. Notice how this happens naturally, instinctively. Your breath arrives on its own and leaves on its own. There's nothing you need to do to make it happen. Now begin to slow and deepen your breath. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Pause softly at the top for just a moment. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this 2 more times. Inhaling, pausing at the top, and exhaling audibly with pursed lips, a sigh, a yawn, or an open-mouthed huff. With every exhale, feel your body growing heavier, as if gravity is gently increasing. If thoughts arise, acknowledge them, but don't follow them. Allow them to drift past you just like snowflakes, melting into nothingness as they land. Allow your breathing to fall into a slow, steady, natural rhythm and turn your focus to your body. Feel your shoulders soften, your jaw loosen, and the space between your eyes grow warm and relaxed. Each breath invites you deeper into ease, deeper into comfort, deeper into safety and rest. And now it's time for our story to begin. You find yourself in a cozy mountain cabin nestled deep within a snow-covered forest. You take a moment to gaze at your surroundings. You are sitting in a comfortable chair near the fire. Its overstuffed cushions support you gently but securely. You have a thick, heavy blanket on your lap in shades of cream and tan. A fire crackles softly in the stone fireplace next to you, casting golden shadows across the room and across the blanket. You pull the blanket closer toward your chest and a gentle warmth surrounds your body. This chair fits you perfectly, as if it were made just for you. Your feet are adorned with thick, fuzzy white socks and rest on a footstool made of the same cream and olive-covered floral fabric as the chair. The blanket covering your lap drapes to your ankles. This cabin is cozy but luxurious. The room you're in is not overly large, but the furnishings exude a sense of indulgence. There is a sofa that matches the chair you're in and has another blanket thrown over its arm. Behind that is a heavy wooden sofa table in dark cherry wood, which matches the Queen Anne table next to your chair and the coffee table in front of the sofa. Atop the sofa table sits a candelabra and a lamp. On the table next to your chair, there's another small lamp, a vase of 4 short, fresh white roses, and a cup of steaming, hot, spiced tea. The coffee table is home to a small stack of books, a large candle in a dish, and a bouquet of fresh white magnolias which match the creamy floral fabric of the sofa and chair. The fireplace next to you crackles with a tangerine and golden glow. Its mantle stretches the entire length of the hearth, and atop it sits a framed print of a winter forest scene, matching candlesticks and a garland of fresh olive branches with fairy lights strewn amidst them. The floor is a rich brown hardwood that matches the heavy beams that cross the top of the cabin and surround the 2-story A-frame window. On the floor is a thick shag carpet in shades of cream and white. As you look up, you see a staircase going up to a loft leading to a bedroom and ensuite. You gaze out of the window beside you and see a wooden porch which overlooks a small lake. The edges of the lake are covered with snow-covered boulders, and the lake is partially frozen, its surface smooth and pale beneath the light of the full moon. Tall evergreen trees surround the lake, their branches bowing gently under the weight of the fresh snow. Beyond the lake lies a deep forest, and in the distance you see the jagged peaks of the mountains, deep snow covering their ridges and lying within their valleys. The forest is utterly still. The snow is falling slowly and lightly, but the snowflakes drift downward in silence. Each one glimmers faintly, as if it were carrying a trace of moonlight. The stillness of the scene overwhelms you, and you sit in quietude, simply gazing out at the lake for long moments. You feel as though the stillness were a living thing, flowing like a low bank of fog from the lake onto the porch, then through the window, filling the room with a calmness you can't remember feeling in the recent past. You close your eyes, letting it overtake you, and it sinks into your muscles, your bones, your breath, your heart. Gradually, every bit of tension you didn't know you were carrying loosens, falling to the floor like the snowfall on the lake, and you feel a tangible peace wash over you. You open your eyes, pick up the cup of steaming tea beside you, and take a sip. It smells and tastes like cinnamon, clove, and mint. Its warmth causes you to tingle slightly with a small shiver of bliss. You keep the cup in your hands, enjoying the warmth that seeps through your fingers and seems to flow down to your toes, feeling nothing but this moment. You continue sipping the tea for a few more moments when something outside catches your eye. As you gaze out, you notice something subtle beneath the ice, a soft glow, expanding and contracting slightly, as if the lake itself were breathing. You stand, your blanket falling to the floor around you, and step closer to the window, placing your hand gently against the glass. The window is cool beneath your fingertips, but instead of cold, you feel a gentle pulse of warmth. The glass begins to soften, becoming light, then becoming air, and without effort, without thought, you step through. You find yourself outside, standing on the snow beside the lake. Your fuzzy socks have been covered by thick snow boots, and you have a warm, knee-length coat covering your lounge clothes. Atop your head sits a striped knit cap in your favorite color, and your hands and neck are covered with matching gloves and a matching scarf. You feel completely comfortable and warm. The air is crisp but kind, filling your lungs with the scent of pine and ice, and your mind with clarity and calmness. From the center of the lake, the glow brightens. The ice does not crack or break. It simply becomes luminous, like moonlight made solid. As the glow beneath the frozen lake grows brighter, the light gathers slowly, painstakingly, patiently, as if waiting to take shape. It's a calm motion, as though something is being breathed into existence by the night itself. Then slowly, gently, and unimaginably gracefully, the winter snow queen rises from the lake. You recognize her because she looks exactly like the snow queen in one of your favorite childhood storybooks. She stands before you in the center of the lake, tall and graceful. Her skin carries a soft moonlit glow, pale but not cold, rather with a gentle warmth to it. Her blonde hair is nearly silver white and flows freely down her back in loose waves. Within it are threaded faint hints of icy blue, as if frost has woven itself through each strand. It moves softly, even without wind, as though stirred by some quiet magic. She wears a long, flowing gown made of layered, shimmering fabric, light as snowfall, shifting between shades of pearl, icy blue, and soft silver. The fabric seems to change subtly as she moves, sometimes like silk, sometimes like mist, sometimes like falling snow caught in moonlight. Around her shoulders rests a cloak made of silver and white brocade, thick yet weightless. Its edges are covered with white feathers that sparkle faintly as though they are covered with tiny crystals of ice. At her waist, she wears a simple belt of frost-like crystals. As they catch the light of the moon, you can see delicate patterns of snowflakes, stars, and winding branches are etched softly into the band, symbols of winter's peaceful wisdom. Atop her head sits a crown crafted from ice, boasting the same intricate pattern as her belt. The crown glistens as though it is made of diamonds and rises up in the front with what appear to be long icicles. Around her neck, she wears a necklace with a silver chain, upon which dangles a large aquamarine stone surrounded by diamonds. The center stone seems to glow softly. Her entire countenance is luminous, like fresh snow reflecting starlight, her movements unhurried. It is as if time has slowed in her presence. Her face is calm and open, ageless and kind. Her eyes are pale silver blue, deep and steady, holding the stillness of frozen lakes, the patience of long winters, and the gentle warmth of calm reassurance. Her expression carries a gentle smile, warm and knowing. When she looks at you, there is no judgment, no urgency, only kind understanding, as if she recognizes something familiar in you, as if she knows you, and you are mesmerized by everything about her. She extends her hand toward you, beckoning you to come to her. Without thought of the partially frozen lake, you begin to step toward her. You feel nothing as you walk. It's as though you are gliding over the ice and water, yet you feel steady and secure. You place your hand in hers, and her touch feels soothing, calming, and safe, like cool air on warm skin. Her presence alone seems to slow your breath, soften your thoughts, and quiet everything unnecessary until you are aware of nothing but you and her. Everything else falls away. She guides you from the lake to the shore, and you walk beside her through the forest, her expression serene and peaceful. You have no thought to question where you are going or why. You simply follow. Occasionally, she glances toward you, her eyes kind and reassuring, as if silently reminding you that there is nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to rush, nothing you need to carry right now. Together, you walk across the snow, your steps soundless, leaving no trace, no footprints behind. And as you do, the Snow Queen begins to share her wisdom, not in a voice you hear, but in a feeling that settles gently into your mind. She tells you that winter is not a time of loss, but of restoration, a season when the world turns inward, slows down, and gathers strength for the future. She shows you trees resting beneath the snow, their roots protected, their energy stored. She shows you animals curled in hidden places, hearts beating slowly, bodies healing as they sleep. You too, the feeling tells you, are allowed to rest like this. You arrive at the entrance of a cave, partially hidden by snow and stone. Inside, the air is warm and still. The Snow Queen guides you gently inside, holding your hand. You see a great brown bear sleeping deeply, its chest rising and falling in a slow, steady rhythm. You feel no fear, only curiosity. Curled close to the bear are 3 cubs, They lie peacefully against their mother's warmth, safe and protected from the elements or any threat. They have the look of those who understand rest, who honor stillness, who know that sleep is necessary and sacred. The Snow Queen smiles at you, and the forest seems to still. The snowfall seems to soften. Even the night seems to listen for her unspoken wisdom. You feel fascinated by the sleeping bear and her cubs. Drawn to them, you take a step closer, feeling reverence and peace. She invites you to reach out, knowing that is what you want to do. You gently touch the bear's fur. It is impossibly thick and deep, and it radiates heat, life, and constancy. You dig your fingers down into the fur and grasp it gently. The Snow Queen explains that in this deep sleep, the bear is healing, growing stronger, protecting life through rest. She tells you that rest is not weakness, stillness is not failure, sleep is where strength is renewed. You are meant to have seasons like this, times to retreat, to restore, to simply be. The hectic pace of life sometimes causes us to feel guilt for times of stillness, but all creatures rest. It's the way life is meant to be. The bear's fur, the cave, the forest, the night all protect the bear and her cubs as they sleep, and nature will protect you as you rest. Slowly you step back. The cave fades softly into darkness, holding its quiet magic hidden inside. The Snow Queen leads you back through the forest, back to the lake, back to the cabin. You don't speak as you walk, but you are communicating nonetheless. At the edge of the shore, she pauses. She places a gentle hand over your heart, leaving behind a feeling of deep safety and permission to rest, smiling at you one last time. Then she glides over the lake and dissolves into falling snow that lands on the water and melts. You place your hand on your heart, feeling her presence linger like a calm hush over the night. You blink and find yourself standing in the cabin. The fire has softened to glowing embers, and you are wearing your fuzzy socks and lounge clothes again. You pick up the blanket you dropped on the footstool at the base of the chair. It feels heavier now, more comforting. You take it with you as you climb the stairs to the loft and walk into the bedroom, dropping it on the king-size bed. You notice there is a fireplace in the bedroom too, and the fire there burns brightly. You remove your clothes, putting on a plush white robe that hangs on the outside of the bathroom door. Walking in, you find a tub filled with hot water, steam rising from its surface, candles burning on the window ledge that looks out over the lake. White petals float on the top of the bathwater, and the smell of roses and pine fills the air. You sink into the bath and soak deeply, closing your eyes and resting your head on the edge of the bathtub. You take a few deep breaths, letting the hot, scented water wash over your senses and soak into your muscles. Only after the water has started to cool do you open your eyes and turn your head to the right, peering out the window onto the lake and forest below, and see the Snow Queen seemingly floating just above the center of the lake, smiling at you. You blink and she is gone. All that remains is the moonlight on the snow and pieces of ice. You notice that a strong breeze now gusts, and the clouds have thickened. The trees sway with each shove from the wind, dropping chunks of snow onto the forest floor below. You rise from the tub and put on your comfiest bedclothes. You walk into the bedroom, close the curtains, and pull back the bed covers. As you settle into the bed, your body seems to respond to the invitation to rest, and you sigh deeply, suddenly feeling overwhelmed by the need to sleep. You pull the comforter and blankets over you, reaching down as an afterthought to pull the cream and tan blanket up to your chest. Rather than covering with it, you hold its warm comfort in your fingers, caressing it slightly, allowing its softness to soothe you. Outside, the forest sleeps. The lake is still. The world is quiet. You close your eyes and feel your body slide gently down, feeling safe and secure, feeling warm and cozy, deeper and deeper into a place of quiet, rest, peace, bliss, and finally, sleep. Good night.